Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go from the Steel City. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. He'll complete it to Adams. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Miller. He's got it. That's a first down up across midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Mahomes on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Tyrell Dodson.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Sebastian Joseph Day is there for the stop. May to throw on 2nd down. Moving to his right. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Tony Pollard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Once again, it's Pacheco. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Julian Love brings him down.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to be 4th down. So, on 4th down, Austin McNamara is going to come in here to punt. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he'll get forward for about a yard. It was Odafe Owe to make the play.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Here's a handoff to Miller. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
Down by Caden Ellis. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
43. Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
For a Steelers
Yellow.
1st down.
They'll run straight ahead with Miller. He'll take this down to the 47. Jabari Connor there on the stop. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. That is Deshaun Hand getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's May. On the run to the right. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the 1st quarter. What will the 2nd quarter have in store? And we're back to the Steel City after this. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Moving left, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now May. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down. Off the bootleg. Here's May. Forced out left. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another Bengals first down.
McConkey in motion. May, little pop pass to the receiver. A very nice defensive play there. They'll let you complete passes if they're going to end up like that. It's a completion, but a loss of yards.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Crazy.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Crazy.
Here's May again. Escaping to his left. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he's into the end zone. Noah Gray, touchdown Bengals. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. Open man downfield is Kittle. Look at the big man go. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game.
And he's in! Kendra Miller, touchdown Steelers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Steelers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Rattling gun, here's May. Flush to his right. He's going to air this one out. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And the Steelers are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
He'll start the drive with Miller. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Now a screen set up for Miller. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That one good for 29.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. Second and a yard.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. It is brought in the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Throwing on first and 10 is May. Puna 4. In there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
Crazy.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Crazy. To throw now, May. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, here's May. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Gray. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. To throw again is May. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Hawkinson in motion.
Yep, 45, here we go.
Throwing is May. He'll get about 12 yards here as he's out of bounds. That'll make things a little easier on third down.
Five. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
To throw is May. He's got his man. That's Coleman. And he's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll start at the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Yellow. Right side.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
So,
7.
one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
And here goes throw. Hey, what's that?
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Crazy. Here we go, boys. Crazy.
May to throw on second down. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throwing on third down is May. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Wait. Yellow. I've got little ladies.
They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. He'll push forward for about a yard. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
42-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll swing this out to Miller. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Third and a yard. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Miller. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now, Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
To throw on 1st down is May. Rolling right. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Headed left, buying time. There, and he somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's hustled out of bounds.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
3rd and short. And here is May. And that is incomplete. Glad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his 1st effort. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 10-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Tyrell Dodson's in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall, but after suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
The coverage right there, and it's knocked away. Incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Mahomes now back near his own goal line. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And they bring him down, but what a play past the 45.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Off the play fake. Mahomes moving to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 yards on the catch there. That's a Steeler first down. On the handoff, this is Miller. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
That's out wide to Williams. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Kendra Miller, touchdown Steelers. That's his second touchdown in this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They give to Pollard on the option. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 6. Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Set to go now on first and 10.
First down, Bengals.
Crazy. Five.
Here's May. He'll find his tight end, Gray, open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Cincinnati.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll get this out wide to Pollard. And just a pickup of 3 or 4, but with the penalty a moment ago, it leaves them with a good down, second and short.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
May to throw again. On a short one taken by Hawkinson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
A gain of 30 yards.
May to the air once more. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, Hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here's May again. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he will score! Game on! Matt McConkey! Touchdown, Bengals! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Poison.
A run up the middle with Miller. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He's brought down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9. That's out quickly to Pittman. Forget about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A run out of the gun. It's Miller. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Injury on the field, and it is George Kittle who is in some discomfort. It is 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Poison.
Once again, it's Miller. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he brings this back all the way to midfield. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. Forced out wide. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it could possibly get. Mike, you're only 1 play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
The Steelers will line up for the 2.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. after the touchdown. Out is Folk to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's first down.
Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Throwing now is May. Rolling to the left. He keeps it himself. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
At the 40-yard line.
May gonna look to throw. Looking middle, he's got a complete to Coleman. Well, he's brought down. That pass is gonna pick up 4 and bring up third down.
And it's third down.
Crazy, crazy.
To throw is May. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's on the guard, Patrick McCary. We are set for fourth and long. They're going. It's May. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. Give him 19 yards as they get the fourth down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throw again is May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll lead to a second down. To throw now, May. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. This is first and 10.
It's in the 20. First down, Bengals.
And this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with a fake spike, but it does not pan out.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sidelines. It'll be an incompletion.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
Crazy, crazy.
Throwing on third down is May. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game. With one timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Hey, Riplands, he goes back in, Yellow, Spazak.
On first down, it's Mahomes. That's caught! And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now, Fulton on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Bengals 28.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Your touch.
Throwing is May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
On second down, it's May. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down.
10 yards to go.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Now, May. Again, working deep downfield. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Garrett Williams. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
May's pass.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
Wide right. Yellow, yellow. Wide right. My side.
Now, Mahomes. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
That's good for us, Steelers.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
My side.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about the
Football weather has arrived and things are getting interesting. I'm Scott Hansen. Here's your Week 10 edition of the Weekly Recap. Plenty to get to here. We begin in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Demario Douglas. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is Jahmyr Gibbs. Just get his hands on the football and let him do the rest. 54 yards for the score. The Saints are playing well. They move to 7-3 with the victory. Lastly, we head out to SoFi Stadium. It's the Chargers hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's the second-year man, Adonai Mitchell. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 54 yards for the score. The Chargers get a much-needed win as they move back to 500 at 5-5. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.